It actually hasn't been that long. I was about to say it's been a while. It's been a while, but it hasn't been that long. Here's the update on the car. The weather's terrible. I'll throw in a video away. Yeah, so we gotta hurry up because I do kind of want to drive the car if possible. I did a boost leak test on the car. If you guys don't already notice in the background, is the OG Air Chuck. This is back when I worked at the Nissan dealership, and I sold it to Capel, but I went to Capel's shop, borrowed it for the boost leak test. I missed this thing. Unfortunately, it has to go back to him. I don't have a compressor at the home shop, but it helped me find my boost leak, and I'll show you guys what that is real quick. These old spark plugs are no longer being ran in the car. I swapped in a decent pair that was in good condition that I had in the service cart. This line right here is what was leaking, which I suspected was leaking because the fitment was pretty trash. This side was good, but this side was not. This is more like a 3/8 to the 5/16, so they're kind of slightly offset, which I don't like. But I think this hose is 5/16. I put a socket in this end with some oil just to open up that end. Got it on, and then this side fits snug too. Boost leak tested again with the new hose, no leaks. If you guys don't understand how everything comes together to make the engine work, you have your MAF sensor. MAF sensor's on the intake. That reads how much air your engine is pulling in. So if the turbo is pushing 7 pounds, it's gonna read all that air coming in. But then if I have a leak right here, it's gonna be supplying fuel for say 7 pounds of air when it's only like 5 pounds, which is gonna be an overfueling issue, causing the car to run super rich, causing it to die. You know, when you have a boost leak or a vacuum leak, the car will die, which I don't know if it was flooding the engine or just had that big boost leak or both factors causing the car to die, but that was a huge leak. I am constantly driving on about a quarter tank or close to a half tank. I think I should put a lot more fuel in the gas tank to stop kind of the vapor that I'm getting from the tank, as well as just...
I hear shots!
First, we need our 8. Need our drill.
Cambio.
I'm gonna swap this out for the big boy. PVC end cap with a screw-in valve stem and then an air chuck. This works wonders. Here, that is a weird mark. Let's look at that real quick because, oh, it's electrical tape residue, which is the worst residue known to mankind. That's because I have tape on my power steering return line, so it doesn't get cut by this, which I shaved down a while ago, and that tape just heats up and the residue is a pain. The shop is messy again, I know, don't judge me. We will work on that in another video. All right, cool. It's looking like we won't be able to get a drive in, but I'll definitely start the car up. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this filter part off. I also redesigned my spring setup for the dipstick. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up these ignition coils, get the connectors on, and we should be good for a first start. And I gotta tighten this. I'm sweating, Florida, you know the deal. This car has been sitting for a while, so I'm gonna crank it without fuel to try and build a little bit of oil pressure before we actually turn the car on. I make these signs so I know if I'm going to start the car after I haven't worked on it for a while. I just know the condition of everything, so that's what this is. It's like a warning sign. I love power steering. Look how easy it is to just turn the wheels stationary. It's the best thing ever, having power steering. Should we give it a couple reps? First issue I think is fixed. We'll see tomorrow. works in my opinion. I'm gonna put some more gas in it because we're like basically completely empty. We're gonna put some gas in and then head back to the shop. Obviously after we gas up, we'll do some pulls. This video is kind of short, but we're back. There's so many things we have to do to the car, and we have 1 week until we might make the drift event. I don't even know if I'm going. I have a huge party next week, Friday, and then the drift event is Saturday morning early. I think we're gonna have to leave here like 6, maybe even 5 if we're going. If you're not subbed, don't know what you're doing. You don't have to, but you know, this car's sick. The channel's sick. So if you aren't subbed, sub up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.